Are you good at asking yourself questions? Asking yourself questions that really are useful, productive questions. Often when you go to ask for advice, when people come to me or partners and they go, you know what, I really need help with this is the problem I have. Often the problem they think they have is not actually the problem. Now that can seem strange, right? Like, they know themselves, they know their businesses, surely they understand what the problem is. But often when you're inside a system, and a business is a system, you yourself are a system, you don't understand the constraint, the thing that's causing the challenges, causing the problems. You're seeing a symptom of often an underlying problem, an underlying challenge that you may not have resolved. So it might be, for example, why are we not having as many leads today? Why is it people aren't coming into my restaurant? Why are people not buying my book? And if you focus the way people often will have you focus, and they're often very blinkered in their way they're approaching problems, you can miss the wider, more macro aspects, or sometimes the simple idea which hasn't been implemented yet, or the simple idea you can give them that they go, wow, that's amazing, and it changes everything. And sometimes it's simply that it's so simple, they're like, yeah, I know about that. And they don't realize that that one little tweak, that very small change, over time makes all the difference. Now you can think about that as the fundamental to how we live as human beings. We are human beings. It's a being aspect. Who we are alters what we do, and as a result the experiences and the assets that we gain, what we have in life. But the truth of it is, it starts at the being aspect. But that aspect of ontology, of who we are as being, is so invisible to us, let alone the blind spots, our scotomas, that are so in the way of us understanding our full potential. Now, why is that? How come we have this aspect of a game that we're almost set up not to win? We had a Bucky Fuller quote earlier, Buckminster Fuller, talking about we're here on Spaceship Earth, but the truth is they never gave you the manual. Now, some might go, that's the way it goes. You have to learn and grow and apply to get yourself up to graduating. You have to learn how to navigate in the small bits so you can get access to the bigger bits. I don't know, but I think it's an interesting question, right? How does life work, and how can we optimize our participation in it, our partnership in it, our collaboration with life so that it works? And I go back to how I started this video. What's your ability to ask questions? How is it? Is it getting better? Are you asking great questions of yourself and your life? Do you know what your purpose is, your why? Do you know how to optimize yourself, how you're doing? What are questions you could be asking yourself on a daily basis to move forward? In this time where things are unfolding differently, I'm doing that for myself. I'm really looking at and thinking about what are the questions I can ask, I can consider. Because it doesn't matter what the answers are if I'm asking the wrong questions. It doesn't matter what the problems are I'm solving if I'm focusing myself in the wrong area, in things that aren't actually the cause of the underlying symptoms. Hopefully that was useful to you, got you thinking differently, and maybe you start to ask yourself the key questions that will make you proud of yourself looking back on this a year from now, a decade from now. And maybe you're already doing that. Maybe you could share them with us. Maybe you could share them with other people. And maybe if we all learn to ask better questions, we'd have a world that works optimally for better for everyone, everywhere, always, with nobody left out. What about that? How would that be? I'll see you next time. Bye for now.